It's clear NATO is a key driving force of global militarization and armament. It has been said already many times. The eastward expansion of NATO in Europe caused enormous tensions with Russia. The decision to include Ukraine as a future member of NATO was an act of self-fulfilling prophecy, and indeed a provocative move that prompted Russia to invade Ukraine. And that's not me that says this, but it's NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg himself who said it last year in front of the European Parliament. The policy of confrontation against Russia and China, which NATO refers to as systemic rivals, is making the world more unsafe. It's fueling a dangerous arms race and increasing the risk of nuclear war. Military interventions by NATO or its member states helped destabilizing former Yugoslavia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Syria, go on, for which the population pay a heavy economic and human toll. In short, NATO is not interested in peace. In Ukraine, it refuses to take or support diplomatic initiatives that could prevent further bloodshed, knowing that continuing the war will not restore Ukraine's sovereignty over the territory. The same illusions NATO presented us with during the war in Afghanistan, which ended in a debacle. NATO's outrage at Russia's aggression against Ukraine stands in sharp contrast to the political and military support given by several NATO member states to the Israeli genocide policy, genocide war in Gaza. Dear friends, last month, NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg proudly announced that today 23 member states spend at least 2% of their GDP on their military apparatus. According to a recent 2 weeks ago report, the military spending of European states and Canada increased with 80% in 1 year time. The nuclear-armed states of NATO are responsible for 2/3 of world military investment in nuclear weapons. We have enough of NATO's militarism and war policy. We want a real security policy that meets people's basic needs, that is committed to diplomacy and disarmament, and takes into account the security interests of other states. The world doesn't need rising military spendings and more deadly weapons. What people need is more investment to fight poverty, disease and climate change. No peace without justice. Stop NATO, stop militarism. Free Palestine and all oppressed people in the world. Thank you.
Wait.